Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is UK versus US food, which is better?
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely things that the UK do better than the US.
Okay.
But
Already starting.
No, but like in terms of dishes, like I don't think the Americans could do beans on toast as good as.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Do you get what I mean? I feel like if we're saying food as a whole, obviously the US is better.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're talking about individual dishes,
we do beans and toast better than you guys.
We do like fish and chips. We do the British ones.
Yeah, the British version would say they're better.
But you just do food better.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this is. We will try and put our biases aside and see what we say. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I don't know what format this is going to be in. Tom Holland's on the screen, British.
Superman.
So he's going to be on our side.
He's not Superman.
He's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So yeah, if you guys want to play along in the comments below, however you can, play along. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. What have we got? UK versus US food. Which is better?
I'd just sell British snacks if I were them.
Oh.
I just have them all imported over.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be pitting UK food versus US food and looking at their shocking differences.
Okay.
Follow me. We'll be examining which country provides the best food overall, from restaurants to supermarkets. We'll also look at which has healthier options, is cheaper, and what's available in each country. What do you think about
the UK's is healthier?
I think UK is healthier. US is better food overall.
Yeah, I think you get more for your money in the US.
More for your money in the US, yeah.
But I do think ours is healthier because I don't think we have all the additives.
Yeah, I think there is a video we're going to do. It's on the list, which actually explains the differences in the additives of that. So that will be coming soon.
the differences between the food found in the United States and the United Kingdom? Are there any differences we missed? Let us know in the comments.
I'm hungry now.
Round 1. Quality of ingredients.
Okay.
Ingredients in food we eat vary wildly depending on whether we are eating food from a package or food from a restaurant. As a result, we'll be looking at the major food chains common in both countries and whether the quality of their ingredients differs widely.
Okay.
In 2019, food activist Vani Hari, who also goes by the Food Babe online, showcased her research into the difference in ingredients found in packaged food items. This included Doritos, Mountain Dew, Quaker Oats, Heinz tomato ketchup, and more. She discovered that packaged food made and sold in the US contained vast amounts of artificial coloring and flavoring. For example, in the United Kingdom, Mountain Dew got its bright color from beta-carotene, a natural color derived from certain orange or yellow foods. In the United States, it came from Yellow 5. Yellow 5 is a petroleum-based dye called tartrazine. Most studies on artificial food colorings like tartrazine have shown that children who consume large doses can be negatively affected.
Randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled food challenge, published in perhaps the most prestigious medical journal in the world, showing artificial colors increased inattentiveness, impulsivity, and hyperactivity among young children.
You may also remember when groups campaigned to have azo dicarbonamide removed from bread in Subway, McDonald's, Wendy's, and many other major American food chains. This was in part because this chemical can also be in in yoga mats.
The additive is approved by the FDA, and other companies also use it in their breads.
This is just going over the argument, like say, the UK has less stuff in it and probably healthier for you. I don't think these are actually that too bad for you. I feel like these studies are 0.000%. But they throw it in there
just going off
a big factor.
Evidence is they just add more.
Yeah, definitely.
Subway came under fire after a food blogger petitioned for its removal, noting that the chemical is also used to make yoga mats.
The campaigning by Harry to remove harmful ingredients from specific U.S. packaged food has proven successful on multiple occasions, but there is still a lot of work to be done in the United States.
And the World Health Organization has deemed it an asthmatic trigger. It causes lung issues in workers who handle it, skin irritation, eye irritation. So this is a very dangerous chemical that's being used in our bread.
The reason why the UK may fare better in this area is due to the fact that food regulations regarding artificial colorings and ingredients are generally much stricter. For example, in Europe alone, food companies must include warning labels if they use artificial dyes. This results in many opting not to use them, as it may deter potential customers.
And then what they do, I mean, it's never deterred me. If I want some, I'll buy it. Do you know what I mean? But they put no artificial colours or something on loads of packaging. You see it.
It's pretty much loads.
And I guess
all
it's
the
just
chocolates and sweets also.
just a bragging like, yeah, no artificial colours or whatever. I don't read it, but I know it's there.
Yeah.
This and other deterrents forces companies to manufacture products in a more health-conscious way, meaning the United Kingdom is the winner when it comes to the quality of ingredients in their foods.
Okay, that's what we
Winner,
said.
United Kingdom. Round 2. Portion sizes.
Oh, US.
Okay, it's no
Easily.
secret that the United States is known for overfilling meals in what has become known as supersized portions.
Look at that. Look at how big that thing
That
is.
is mad.
But is that the case across the board?
No.
Food Insider did a deep dive into several of the nation's shared fast food chains, dissecting just how big each of their standard sizes are. In every instance, the US had considerably larger portion sizes per meal.
I mean,
both
it's just shown in the cups. The
Yeah.
cups are huge, you guys. When we see it, it's just huge. Your small is our large. It's like,
Definitely.
what? And then the food is obviously the same. Maybe not as big of a difference, but there's a difference.
Definitely.
It is mad. Like,
I think they get more options in terms of like bigger buckets or bigger nuggets.
I think even like they're small, it's bigger than our small.
Yeah, like in terms of chips, like McDonald's chips.
In chips, yeah, McDonald's chips, so like chips, they're small, it's bigger than our small. And then the nuggets where it's like 6 and all that, you get an option of 40 or whatever.
Yeah.
Ours is 20,
Two
I'm at,
men
isn't it?
are 20, yeah.
Yeah, I can do some 40 nuggets right now.
At McDonald's tonight.
in volume and weight.
I can't even dump it.
That's a lot.
Yo! Look how much chicken this is!
Wow.
This isn't.
Oh my god, what a mess.
This isn't just the case with fast food, as packaged foods are commonly sold in more significant gram amounts in the US.
Eat a Snickers. Better?
A standard Snickers bar, for example, is 52.7 grams in the United States and 48 grams in the UK.
It makes a
Sometimes there are
difference.
even comically large editions available in the United States.
This is 1 pound, or roughly 453.6 grams.
I want to
That
know, has anyone ever bought that? We eat it.
Difference.
It's mad, isn't it? Because in the UK, if you bought that, it's like we would buy it as a touristy thing. Like, oh my god, look at that! It's just like take the mick. Do people actually?
I guess they do. I guess you could break off, put it in the fridge.
Yeah, I guess so. Have half of it, put it in the fridge.
Thing in one night.
Isn't entirely a good thing, as the United States ranks significantly higher than the United Kingdom in the percentage of obese adults living in the country.
While 1 in 8 Americans rely on food stamps, the stocks of Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and McDonald's are at all-time highs.
Some might remember the 2004 documentary Super Size Me, in which director Morgan Spurlock lived exclusively on fast food, which spurred active discussions about the health risks of America's fast food.
That's interesting.
Anybody would say right now that you're sick.
However, we
Wow.
don't measure for health, we measure for sizes. In almost every case, the United States destroys the UK's portion
Yeah,
sizes.
1-1.
Yeah,
Winner,
which, to be fair,
United States.
I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, but it depends. Sometimes I'll finish my meal in the UK. I'm like, yep, no, that's full. Sometimes I'll be too full. But sometimes, you know, in them times where you finish, you think, oh, I could have done with a bit more there.
You never finish.
Nah, sometimes I feel, oh, I could have done with a bit more there.
Round 3. Overall prices.
Ooh.
I
Given
don't
that
know
the UK and the US
My guess would be US is
I
better.
can't.
I don't know,
I can't.
because tipping doesn't come into this, so I'm going to say the US is better.
I don't understand the whole $1 thing, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
know if
my,
that's better.
my guess would be US is better.
use two different currencies that can fluctuate in value, it can be hard to examine just how much difference there is in food price. However, if the earlier section of portion sizes is anything to go on, there is increased opportunity to be served more.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
does that translate into how expensive the food actually is? According to MyLifeElsewhere.com, the United Kingdom's cost of living average when eating out was higher, some even on average as 25% more expensive than the US when eating at an inexpensive restaurant. But while it might be more expensive to eat out, what about buying your groceries and eating from home? According to Numbeo.com, the cost of these individual items decreases exponentially if you're shopping in the UK. A 500-gram loaf of fresh bread would cost you $2.76 on average in the United States, but would only cost $1.31 when exchanged for pounds in the UK.
Okay, so eating out's cheap in the US, but shopping is cheaper in the UK. Ooh, is it going to be a half point each? We need a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Overall, consumer prices are 3% lower and grocery prices are a staggering 20% lower.
Point for
However,
the UK.
restaurant prices are 5% higher than in the United States. Given how much these percentages lean in the UK's favor, the winner of this round is the United Kingdom. Winner,
Well, that's for
United
grocery
Kingdom.
shopping, mainly.
Round 4, variety. The United States has...
US wins this easily.
Win-win.
Like, from what we've seen, we're going to see when we go to Walmart and stuff like ourselves, there's just aisles of the same thing, but different flavours. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't have that. We've got, like, 4 or 5 different flavours, and like, max. That's lucky if you're lucky, innit?
It's one of the biggest economies in the world. It also has larger portion sizes, but doesn't have the most food chains and products available. This might be a bit unfair, as the United States is 40 times bigger than the United Kingdom. It makes complete sense then that most of the world's largest restaurant chains originated from the US. McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, Starbucks, Domino's, Pizza Hut, just to name a few.
So bring your appetite, bring everybody.
There are many chains from the United States that haven't made the crossover, however. The United Kingdom does have a few select brands originating in the nation, such as Wetherspoons and Greggs. However, the
I don't
United
know about Wetherspoons. That's just a cheap place to go, but Greggs. Yes.
States vastly outweighs its competition in large brand availability and origins.
God bless the USA.
This also extends to packaged food as well. There are many sweets and treats from the United States that would need to be exported to the United Kingdom rather than be made by a local factory. So, in the case of the variety of foods available to the average customer, the United States wins out. Winner, United States.
2-all. Is there
Before
another
we
category?
continue, be sure
Yeah, there must be
to
another category.
subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have
Same
the
here.
option to be
We'd
notified
appreciate
for
it.
occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Same here. Legends.
Round 5. Food safety standards.
Ooh.
To clarify,
I'm guessing UK. That seems very similar to the first category. I feel like they're just giving us a point there.
when we say food safety standards, it doesn't just refer to the type of ingredient a food might contain, but also the enforced practices a country will partake in to prevent the spread of foodborne illnesses.
Okay, so like eggs
The principles
and
of
stuff, I'm
food
guessing.
safety aim to prevent food from becoming contaminated and causing food poisoning.
Okay.
With this in mind, ensuring that food is safe for human consumption is likely the most critical part of the food preparation process.
This means we will measure how sanitary food production is in the US and UK, and look at the processes involved in creating the food for purchase. This includes the management and care for animals. The United States clearly has a larger population to cater for. It also has farther to travel to get their farm produce. And while the food safety practices have been ranked closely on an international stage, there are still areas for concern. The United Kingdom has had a few food-related scares. A notable case includes the 2013 horse meat scandal, where food...
Tesco, yeah, that was a big one. Tesco selling horse meat. Oh, that was a big one.
That was a massive one.
Yeah.
advertised as beef in the EU contained horse meat.
The horse meat controversy began last month. Horse DNA was found in burgers stocked by some supermarket chains, including Tesco, Iceland and Lidl. Today, the beef saga has spread, affecting firms in the UK, Irish Republic, Poland and France.
But this is an outlier in the UK food industry, as locally produced food follows a lot of stringent cleanliness and tracing laws. All cattle are registered at birth, individually verified, and have their movement monitored throughout their entire life. In addition, British beef requires their country of birth, rearing, and slaughtering to be listed on packages.
Yep, that's true.
American farmers, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Animal cruelty laws are also much more advanced in the UK than in non-EU countries. As a result, many profit-based practices have been outright banned, including battery cages, sow stalls, and male pig castration.
Oh, wow.
Animal feed also has stricter rules in the UK. To reduce the risk of transmitting brain disease in chicken, meat and bone meal isn't allowed in poultry feed. In addition, some feeds that promote growth in pork and chicken aren't authorized to be used on British farms.
I mean, the feed one kind of makes sense, because you don't want your chickens getting ill and then you can't sell them. I feel like if you don't do that, you're just losing money if they all get ill. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let us know what you think. I'm not an expert in this, I don't know.
If we're looking at crops, there is also a difference in pesticides used. Since 2016, the UK and EU have banned an insecticide called chlorpyrifos due to its link to brain damage in children.
Well, the Nazi state developed this set of chemicals to be nerve gases. Sarin gas is in this family. But after the war, they realized, well, this will attack anything with the nervous system, so it's very effective in treating crops and killing insects. But if it drifts, of course, it poisons people. It has the same kind of effect.
It is legal to use in the US, however. The same goes for neonicotinoids, which were banned in Europe due to concerns over their harm to bees.
Neonicotinoids are water-soluble and relatively mobile in the ground. So when it rains, they are easily washed into the groundwater and runoff water. This means they affect the whole environment and are also absorbed by wildflowers and plants via their roots.
Okay. So
the entire landscape becomes toxic for insects.
As recently as 2020, the UK banned fungicide chlorothalonil due to concerns about its effect on water quality and the environment. But perhaps the most frequently discussed difference is the use of chlorine to wash chicken. The process is used to decontaminate the meat and kill any bacteria left on the skin before it's sent off for packaging.
But really, it's a different standard in the United States. And it's not just chicken.
While this is a common practice in the United States, a trade group called the Soil Association argues that chlorine washing simply gives the impression contaminants have been killed. The United Kingdom, by comparison, doesn't allow this practice. They instead rely on rules that are designed to keep the meat as clean as possible through processing. It would certainly appear the United Kingdom is further ahead when it comes to the safety of its practices in creating food. Winner, United Kingdom. United States 2, United Kingdom 3.
I mean, all we've learned from this video, the US has better food, the US has bigger portion sizes, more variety.
It's safer.
And the UK is just a bit more cautious and safer. But we'll take the victory when we get one. It's rare we get one. So this is why I'm super excited to come to America, because we're going to try food which is better than ours and food which is more than ours.
And food that is less healthy than ours.
Yeah, less healthy and different to ours. So it's not long. It's not long. In 2 to 3 months, you'll have videos on the channel of our America trip, which is super, super exciting. We'll see you.
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.